Hey guys, episode 21. I finally got around to watching the commitment ceremony, and let me just say it was just a complete joke to watch. Obviously I'm talking about Paul and Karina. I mean, I was really hoping that they would at least take this opportunity to, showcase this asshole's behavior and kick him off. Like they should have done immediately, but no, they decide to just leave him on the show. What did John say? He's giving him notice.
You're on
notice.
This is
a notice. And if he does it again, if he sees violence again, that will be strike 2 and you're out. I'm sorry. Paul is not a 5-year-old, He's not a little child that broke a rule. And, this is your warning. This is your first warning, Paul.
You're on notice.
And if you do it again, then you'll be in bigger trouble. I think it's a joke. It's a joke that they've let him on. We've watched him, for starters, he comes on there. He's controlling the whole narrative. Him and Karina, they're on the couch. He's spilling, I did it because she made me feel this way. If only she didn't say this and this. And,
yes, I'm sorry,
if only she didn't apologise in that way. She shouldn't have to apologise at all. Why should she have to apologise for her past relationships? And he's like, I wasn't judging her. Oh, bullshit, you weren't judging her. It's like, it's just the way she said it. Honestly, and he's just sitting there and he's crying. And John's like, why don't you tell me why you should be here? No, don't give him a chance to tell you. You kicked the asshole off. And then, Paul, he's sobbing, crying, He's saying all the things. Any guy who is an abusive man says the exact same things over and over again. They're always like, I hate myself. I've never done this before.
I've never done this in the past,
never do
ever.
It again. It's the same, it's just, you hear this all the time. You actually hear this all the time. This is nothing new. And it's just baffled me that they've allowed this on TV. So, this is all I'm going to say. I think it's pathetic. I think it's disgusting. I think it's sick. And I think, shame on Channel 9 and the producers and whoever runs this show, shame on you guys for allowing a DV relationship to be shown on national TV. And that's all I'm going to say on these two. I'm not going to be talking about them at all from now on. I'm boycotting those two. Okay, they don't exist as far as I'm concerned. I don't care what dramas they have. They won't have dramas anyway. Paul is going to be the perfect angel. You watch. He's not going to have any more drama. I mean, I'm just going to assume he doesn't have any, especially with Karina. They're going to be the picture-perfect couple from now on. Lovey-dovey, you're going to see them right to the end, and you're going to see them at the commitment centre, they're both going to say, I love you, and that's it. So I don't want to cover them anymore. He's done, I'm washing my hands of them, So that's all I want to say on those two. It's pathetic. I think the whole thing was pathetic. Done. The other toxic couple I want to talk about is Adrian and Awhina. They're not much better, really, because you've got Adrian here trying to control what Awhina says. He's there on the couch with her while the other couples are having their time in the commitment ceremony. And he's whispering to her saying, don't talk about this, don't talk about that. And Awhina's like, well, don't tell me what to say, what I can and can't say. And then when they're on the couch, people are pointing out like, it looks like Awhina is scared, or she's being controlled by Adrian what to say. And he's like taking control as well, saying, I don't want to talk about my family. And he basically is controlling the narrative. And then when Awhina is asked, are you afraid? She's like, no, I'm not afraid. I just don't want to upset his feelings.
Well, it'll cause a rift between us.
You are being afraid in a way. You are afraid if you're like, scared that he's going to have a tantrum if you're able to speak your mind. And it baffled me at the end of that too, because they didn't actually talk about what happened with the family and friends. They didn't actually talk about it or address it at all. I don't know if they just cut that out, but you don't see that on the screen. It just skimped over it. So we didn't actually, none of that got addressed. It was just about Awhina being scared if she can talk and what she likes about it. It was all about whether Awhina likes Adrian.
Why do you like Adrian?
At the end of the day, she's like, she does still like him. And she doesn't even know why she likes him. She's like, she likes how he loves his family and that the way he looks at her. Which, I mean, okay, I don't think those are good enough traits, to be perfectly honest. And they both stay. So I don't know what happened there because, yeah, I mean, I don't know why she wants to stay with him. I don't understand, because he's not coming across very nice to me at all. He's a bit of an asshole. His family are assholes, so I don't know why she's sticking around. I mean, I can understand why he would stick around, because I don't think he cares. But I don't know, I'm confused by what Awhina, you know, what she sees in this guy. You know, I don't think he's a nice guy. I don't. So I don't know where they're going, because, yeah, I feel like he's just controlling her, and he's just a man-child, and she doesn't need that in her son's life. So, you know, I don't know if she's just that enamored by his look. She loves his look so much, and, you know, she's just so infatuated with this guy. I don't know. I hope she wakes up soon. That's all I can say about those two. Now, the third shitty couple that I want to talk about quickly is Elliot and Veronica. I mean, I think Veronica's a load of shit, really. I mean, she's on the couch, you know, saying her crap, how she didn't feel like she learned anything.
I don't feel like I've learned anything new about you.
And again, he's explaining, you know, his sister in a coma. I don't get how she can't learn something from the guy, and apparently all she wants to know is his favourite colour.
Something.
That means,
like your
you know,
favourite colour.
That's more meaningful than learning about a trauma event in his life. Your favourite colour. Okay, cool. And then halfway through it, she does this 180, and suddenly she's like, oh yeah, I made him feel terrible.
I've realised now my mistake. I need to empathise with him.
And they're both happy, la-di-da, and they both say stay. I mean, I just think, yeah, I'm not buying anything. I think she's just purposely causing drama to get airtime. I think whatever she says is a load of shite, you know. And that's all there is to it. I mean, Elliot, I don't know, I don't get his deal either, because when he was with Lauren, he's like, oh, I'm not going to put up with anything. If I don't like it, I'm going to leave straight away. And he seems to be putting up with a lot of crap from Veronica. So either he himself just wants airtime, or he really likes her look, and, you know, she really does it for him. So I don't know. I don't know what to think with him. So I don't know if he's genuine or not. I know Veronica is definitely there for her airtime, 100%. I'm expecting to see a lot more drama from that girl. And, yeah, that's all I have to say about them two. And lastly, Tony and Morena, they both left the experiment. Morena, she had her grand entrance. Now, that wouldn't have been her fault, because we all know the producers would have planned this. They let the couples in, you know, when in the order that they want. So they would have made her enter last.
Did you really think I wasn't going to come?
Dramatic effect. And, you know, she delivered. She's like, yeah, I'm here. You think I'm going to let him have the last word? No way.
Did you really think I was going to give him the last word?
And, you know, I mean, she's there. She's calling him out. And, of course, they edit out again that he was married. So you can see them parts are edited out. But then there's a whole thing about him having an issue with her age, which is 100% true. Of course, he wanted a younger woman. And him wanting to have a baby is a load of shite. We all know that. And she's calling him out on it. So, you know, she's done. She's going. And he's gone too. So, yeah, I mean, look. I hope Morena, she looks like she's doing well. I've been watching her on Instagram, and she looks like she's a party woman. She's a go-getter, that one. So, I'm sure she's got plenty of guys in her DMs, that's for sure. And, yeah, Tony, I don't know, I'm curious. Are you going to have a baby in your future, Tony? I don't think you will. I doubt it.
Oh, yeah.
So let me know what you guys thought of that episode. Do you also think it's bullshit that Paul and Karina got to stay on the show? Because I do. I just think it's a load of shite, and it never should have been allowed, ever. And they shouldn't condone that sort of behaviour. That's what I think. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next one when they go away. I love it when they go away, because it's always more drama amongst the couples. So yeah, I'll see you guys in that episode.